Hello everyone and welcome back to the Northern Lights SMP. You join me in our dry aging copper field here as we are kind of wanting to build a little bit with copper, and so we need to kind of age it out. In today's episode we have two tasks. First is the big base beginning, where we will work this area here into the start of our base. And then secondly, we're going to bring a Scottish tradition to the server, and we're going to go first footing and bring a little bit of cheer to the other server mates here by giving them some gifts and hopefully some good luck for the year. So I hope you enjoy, and let's jump straight in to building our big base. So for this base, it's going to be a mix of jungle wood. We're going for a big jungle tree. I'm not sure how big, but to start with, we are going to work on the rooms downstairs, or the bottom part of the build, the rooms, and then we'll build the tree around the rooms. So we're going to start with this kind of front door area. So around this door, we're going to just place in some blocks that will... it'll be a combination of warped and stone and this copper, but for now we're just going to place those blocks in, and then on this side and this side we'll have a jungle, and we'll go 2 out and then 1 out that way, and we'll do the same on this at this point here, and this point here we'll have like a base where we'll build up from, and these ones we're just gonna go 4 up, I think. Perfect. And then we're gonna grab a bit of dark oak, and we're going to make a handful of stairs and a combination of slabs as well. At the bottom there we go stairs, and here we want to go a slab, and we'll connect this with some fences, and we want to go upside downstairs on either side there to kind of frame the door. Now on the back here we're going to just fill this out with a few different options, something like this as our main door area. So this is kind of the outline of the door that we're going for. We're going to have a couple of redstone lamps on the top just to light up this area, and the tree will be like we're going for a big jungle tree. Now I am following along with a kind of, or inspired by a tutorial that I will link in the description. It's a really interesting looking idea and tree, and I'm kind of basing my concept on that and kind of adding my own twist to some elements and bringing in the jungle feel here. So now that we have this section covered, we're going to work on the first room. So we're going to take this out a little bit more. So we're going to go out 2, and then we're going to have 4 layers of dirt, which will be like a little windowsill plant box area. Yeah, and we're going to use spruce trapdoors in this case to do our window box area. And then from these side sections here we're going to go up 2 on both sides, and then we will take we need a few more. We'll go dark oak slabs, and we need some dark oak stairs. So on top of these back ones we're gonna add in the kind of fully covered jungle wood instead of the logs, and then on this side we're gonna go, and we'll go up again to kind of mirror what we have on that side. And for the window itself, we're going to set it back a little bit with some dark oak. So one side will be like a dark oak room, and one will be more of a jungle room. So here we're going to go 4 like that across. and then put in a combination of the light grey and the white stained glass. I think I'll go mostly white. Yeah, something like that as our window. And then we're gonna frame it one more on either side with a dark oak. And then we're gonna grab some bricks and granite and some deep dripstone, sorry. And we're gonna kind of frame it out with that. I want the main item, I think, to be our bricks. So what I will do is I will add in the bricks, and then we can come back in and kind of add the texture in every now and again. So I think what I'll do is I'll fill out the room with bricks as it is, and then we can come back and texture with the other items later on. So for the window trimming, I think we will go like this. Then we will take an up-down stair on either side. I'll redo this side. Yeah, something like this I think will look great. Perfect. Now we're going to work on the kind of room framing, and for this we will take our jungle to kind of make the outline of the room. So now that we have the basic shape of this kind of kitchen area, I want to frame this door. At the moment it's just a stem, but we will add it in a little bit more detailed. So what I'm gonna do is just go up the sides with the dark oak and strip this back. And then I'm gonna take some dark oak stairs and just kind of frame it out as best as I can. Yeah, I think that looks good. And then this side here, I'm going to knock this wall out and reposition it. So we're going to actually bring it in to this side. Like that. Yeah, I think that looks better. And we will probably do the same here. Yeah, something like that works well. So now we have the basic shape here. We're going to move on to the next room. And I'm torn. We could do the hallway, get that done, but I think we need more of this stem, so that would involve a nether trip. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab, because we have a lot of it, I'm going to grab a bunch of copper and use that as like outlining where the corridor will be. So here we have those two blocks there, and then we want to go dark oak again here, and then we'll go around the corner here. We'll drop back one, so we'll do another 3, then we'll go dark oak, and then the door will be here, so like this, and dark oak here. And then on this side, something like that, to give it a bit of depth, so when you're looking down, it's not just a straight line down. So for this other side, we'll do the same window front. And then unlike the kitchen area, this area here will be, we'll go with jungle instead of the dark oak. So for the window frame, we will go jungle. And I think I will start by getting the floor shape done. So let's just, and the other floor was stripped, the other floor was stripped dark oak and stripped birch. But for this one, I think I'm going to go stripped jungle and dark oak. So along this bottom side, we will go 6, and then we will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 along. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then do a little bump this way. So then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. And the same on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're equal. We will take this out a little bit as well. It all makes sense when it comes together. And then we can strip this all back. And this will be the floored area. And then with the dark oak, oops, we place it correctly in the gaps. Right, so we have our flooring in, and then we will have our chests down this way, and they will be on this side in 3s. So we will have 1, 2, oops, 3 like this. Then we'll have a 3 gap, 1, 2, 3, and again, basically where the dark oak part is, we will have 3 chests along the side. Then on the back wall, we will leave the same gap, and here we have 4 for dark oak, so we'll do 4 sets of chests. And then underneath these chests, we will put in some some jungle planks. And now we have our kind of basic shape in place, and we're just gonna kind of build up around it. So now we have the basic shape in place. We still have a few redstone lamps. I want to fill these sides in, but let's add in some texture. So in this back wall we have our brick at the moment. So let's just pop through a few places and add a combination of granite and the dripstone, like that. Just to add in a bit of texture to it. And let's do the same in the kitchen side. Something like that. Just adds a bit of texture to it and completes it, I feel. Now we don't have the stem, all the stem we need just now, but I think what I want to do now is just kind of fill out this this area, the flooring of this area. And for this floor we want acacia logs and tuff. So the main thing will be the acacia. So add it in as a main block, and then we can just go in and take a selection out and replace it with our tuff block. Something like this. Just a little bit of texture, but nothing too extreme. So we've been building for quite some time now, and no matter how much you enjoy doing something in Minecraft, it's often a good idea to take a break and just to do something different for a little bit. So I've come out to my little kind of alcove fishing area, and yeah, I'm gonna put on some chill music and just fish for a long time and see what we can get. And then I'll bring you back to do a final tour of our build, and then we have those gifts to deliver. So let's get fishing. So we're back from the fishing trip, and yeah, we've tidied up the build, we finished it up, and we've done the decor, and I would like to show you around. So actually my favorite view is actually from here, looking through this window. I think this kind of kitchen area looks really nice, and yeah, let's take a look inside. So the kitchen, we've gone for the floor which you've seen with the birch and the dark oak, but we also added in a couple of smokers with some campfires underneath to kind of give the used effect, with a bit of storage around with some barrels on shelves, and this table in the middle. Now we do have the invisible item frame mod on this server, so I'm tempted to add a couple of things on this table just to make it feel a bit more used. And for the ceiling, we've gone a mixture of mushroom stem, calcite, and then we've added in the glow lichen on top. And yeah, a shout out to Yera the Wizard. They've done a great little video about using a glow lichen, and since watching that, I feel like I'm kind of putting it everywhere, really. So as we leave the kitchen into this hallway, you can see the glow lichen continues on this floor, giving us a bit more of an option for blocks. And I really enjoyed these kind of warped combination together, the stem and not the leaves, not sure what they're called, I can't remember, but together with the mossy stone and the copper, I think this place looks quite nice with the a nice ceiling. Now this door here, it will lead to the bedroom, but yeah, work in progress. A little bit of kind of coat hooks and storage space and flowers and stuff to make this feel a little more lived in. But if you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments. And then into here we go into our storage room, and again, nice window in the front. I like the kind of white and light grey panes together. And then we're using note blocks here. Again, that was a discussion I had in Yera's Discord about build detail and everything, and note blocks came up, so I thought I'd chuck some in and see what it looks like. So we have a little lighting in the ceiling, and then should be enough storage. We have enough room to go kind of another layer at the top and a layer on each side, so that should be fine. And we have a little kind of crafting area over here. And I really like the kind of differences in the floors. They all feel like a different kind of style in a different room. And in this room in particular, the dripstone and the brick with a bit of the granite go really well, I think. And the jungle, I'm actually kind of happy with the jungle wood. It works very well with the dark oak, either like here with the two stripped variants or here with the kind of planked options. I think they work pretty well together. What do you think with these interiors? There's still like room for improvement, room for tweaking, but I think they're a pretty nice work. If you have any feedback on these, any suggestions, do please leave a comment, and yeah, let me know what you think. So that's the tour done, and yeah, don't worry about the outside. The plan is to have another floor on top, and the whole thing to be encased in this giant jungle tree, which we'll be working on over the next couple of episodes. So those redstone blocks on the top will not be shown. They will be between the 2 floors. We still have the bedroom and the upper floor to work on, and then the tree itself, and bringing it into this whole area. But for now, I think that's more than enough building, and we have some first footing to do. So first footing is a Scottish tradition for New Year, and since this episode is going out on New Year, we are going to go and bring this kind of tradition to this server. And basically what it is one person will come round to your house and give you gifts. That's it. And it's supposed to signify luck for the new year. And yeah, normally it's a dark and handsome person, dark-haired male who's coming around, but the server's going to have to deal with a slimy frog instead. Hope it still gives good luck. And this person will normally bring symbolic gifts like coal or some coins or black buns, which is like a Scottish a Scottish delicacy, where it's like a cake bread kind of thing made out of made with raisins and other things like that. So I've gathered a couple of Minecraft alternatives to these, and I'm going to be bringing them to our server mates. And the closest one to us is Callie Builds. And Callie Builds is kind of starting off in this ruined castle, which I think looks amazing. She has this ruined castle here, some fields on the outside, and a little barn down there. And so I think just outside this whole thing, we will leave our gift. So here we go. There's our gift, and we've left some items in, and we've also left a little special item for Callie. So if you want to find out what that is, then please do tune in to her channel and her next video to see what happens. Now, we've got a long journey to find our other server mates. So we're over by Minnie's tent, and yeah, we've dropped off his gift here, and yeah, I really love this little tent design. It's pretty cool. Apparently very impractical, and it means that his bed is blocked. So there have been a few deaths where he's ended up back at spawn. But yeah, his base is going to be, spoilers, is going to be a big airport. So if you want to see that progress, I'd highly recommend checking out his channel. But just over here in the other side of the water where those boats are is just a guy's base. So let's head over there and give him his gift as well. So he started off with a couple of little boats, and I really like these. And he's got a bunch of villagers as well, and I think he's doing like a fishing port. But I think this little boat here, well, it's probably his biggest one, is probably the best place to leave this. So, what's in here? Let's leave it where he might see it. Perfect. Yeah, I really like these boats. He's done a great job building them. Oh my. Well, that's a big hole. But this should be either David's or Oscar's base. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, this is cool. I like this base. It's built into like a cave area. There was a ruined portal there that he's converted back, and this is a huge cave, and I think it could be a very cool base. So let's just leave the gift here and hope he finds it. So that's the final gift done, and my goodness, this is quite the view from up here, bees. You can see where Spawn is in there. That is where Oscar is, I think. And then over this way is back home. So let's do that. Let's head home. So we made it back, and what a day, what an adventure, what an episode. Yeah, the build's coming along nicely, and we were able to bring some cheer, some Scottish tradition, and some cheer to the server. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do consider leaving a like, and if you're new, why don't you consider subscribing for more content like this? And yeah, any feedback, please do leave it as a comment. And I look forward to seeing you next time. So, for now, bye-bye.